Most people use ChatGPT to spit out SwiftUI code, but that's not how you actually learn. In this video, I'll show you the right way to prompt ChatGPT so it becomes your personal SwiftUI mentor. You'll learn how to ask smarter questions, debug faster, and build real understanding, not just copy-paste code. And if you want to dive even deeper, go ahead and check out my bootcamp, SwiftUI Prompt Camp. The link for a huge discount is down in the description. More on this later on the video. Now, today we are going to try to find out the perfect prompt to learn SwiftUI fast with ChatGPT. Okay, so usually when people are just trying ChatGPT out for coding, they would just type in something like, how do I create a login screen in SwiftUI? So let's just see what that would look. And by the way, as you can see, ChatGPT 4.04 mini high is selected. And I did this in the previous video. We have a whole playlist on this. This is better for coding. Let me just see what we got over here. So yeah, here are the thoughts and answer. Here's the straightforward SwiftUI login screen implementation. Yeah, so we have email password is loading, show alert. We have the navigation view. Again, this should be navigation stack. We would smooth away, but there's a special prompt that you can use to just force ChatGPT to use navigation stack, like the latest API. And we are going all deep into this in SwiftUI Prompt Camp. Again, the link is down in the description. So we have a VStack. Welcome back. We have the email, secure field button, and then the login. And login, well, yeah, basically it is not switching anywhere, but yeah, I'm just did ask it to just have a simple login. And it's just checking if we have the test at example.com and the password is actually password, which is really decent in my opinion. But this is not how you would like to actually learn how to code or even build out apps how to code. All of this I teach in SwiftUI Prompt Camp, but let's just take a little bit out of it and let me just give you a few examples of better prompting ChatGPT. SwiftUI Prompt Camp is officially open and it's made for developers who want to learn SwiftUI faster without the burnout. No more grinding through endless tutorials. In this live camp, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT the right way to actually understand SwiftUI, fix bugs with ease, and build real projects with confidence. We'll meet on Zoom each week for 4 focus sessions, and I'll walk you through a repeatable system you can use to learn anything in SwiftUI on your terms. The first 5 students get in for just $199. That's 90% of the regular $2,000 price. Spots are limited. Grab yours now. The link is in the description below. So let's close this and let's come back over here. And the first thing is that this is too vague. How do I create a login screen in SwiftUI? You want to say what persona ChatGPT should take on. And that is our first tip right over here. So act like a senior iOS developer. Let me just paste my prompt in here. So act like a senior iOS developer. I'm new to SwiftUI and I want to understand how VStack works with analogies and visual. Now this is really important, analogies. And maybe visuals, that's also fine. Analogies are really, really powerful because you are new to this. You don't understand. ChatGPT must assume that you know nothing, so it does not overwhelm you with jargon. And let's just see how this will play out. Okay, let's just see it. And yeah, it will take a while. So as you can see, it's all for 4 seconds, and I don't know what's going on over here. There we go, getting started. Yeah, it's just generating the image. Let's just wait for this to finish. It will take a while. Okay, here is the image that it created. It's still thinking, so most probably it is going to give us some text. Think of a V-stack as a vertical conveyor belt or a stack of plates. Each new plate or view sits neatly on top of the last, lining them up from top to bottom, which is really great, but the actual image is it's just implying that it's kind of like navigation. The arrows are not good right over here. Okay, analogy, stack of pancakes. Yes, pancakes. Spacing, syrup drip. Yes, that's also a good analogy. Alignment, plate centering, which is really, really great. So here we go. This is actually a good example. As you can see, once you try to tweak your prompt just a little bit, and we have a lot of tweaks that you can learn in SwiftUI prompt camp, it gets a lot easier to understand and to learn SwiftUI. And at the top of the SwiftUI diagram, colored boxes, yeah, black arrows, I'm interested in it. Show the flow. First box at the top, then the next below. Yeah, because, you just explains it. It kind of makes sense right now. It just first box at the top, then the next below, and so on. How basically it's just constructed. That's fine. Okay. Customizing your VStack. Alignment. Okay, that's fine. Dynamic spacing. We have a spacer pushes remaining content to the bottom, which is again a good thing to know. Nesting, so you can just nest. That's right. Yeah, key takeaways. Order matters. Alignment and spacing let you fine tune. Modifiers. I don't think we covered modifiers, but yeah, that's kind of an extra. It's really great. I'm really satisfied with this one. We could just take it even further, but we do that inside the camp. So let's just take a look at our second prompt, second example. We're going to go through 5, by the way, or yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the second one. And this is, again, how to learn SwiftUI. You just type in something like, I want to learn SwiftUI, I'm a beginner, which we already did, which is fine. But here's a more refined one. Can you explain VStack to me like I'm 5, then like I'm 15, then like I'm a junior dev? So this is basically layered explanation. Maybe you don't understand, the pancake or whatever. Again, this is just a simple one. It's VStack. Maybe it's not the simple one for you, but layered explanation is really, really important. Imagine you have 3 toy blocks and you want to stack them one on top of another to make the tall tower. VStack in SwiftUI is like that. It takes your blocks, buttons, pictures, words, and puts them in a neat vertical tower, one on top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. Like you're 15 years old, think of VStack as a vertical column, columns on your phone screen. Yeah, 15-year-olds do have phones. It's a container that arranges UI elements from top to bottom in exact order you write them. You can tweak spacing, alignment, and modifiers. Now, because you already know the example with the stack of blocks, as it was explained to you as a 5-year-old, now this kind of makes more sense. Here the text icon and the bottom line up vertically start from left and have 12 points between them. Yes. Like you're a junior dev, VStack is a SwiftUI layout container that stacks its child views along the y-axis. Key points: initialization, alignment, spacing, column patterns, dynamic gaps, use spacer, nesting, conditional views. This is kind of like what we already see, but in the previous prompt, but we also went into conditional views, which is really, really nice. You can using disable text field style. So this is much more, for a junior dev, which is great. Okay, so this is again really nice. Layered explanation is fine. Let's take a look at my third prompt that I have prepared. Let me just paste it in. Give me a beginner level challenge with VStack. I'll try it and then you review my code. Okay, so challenge yourself by learning. Just not reading. You also have to give the answer. So it's just going to give you a challenge, beginner VStack challenge, build a profile card. Create a SwiftUI view called Profile Card View that displays avatar name, title, bio, action button. Lay everything out vertically using a VStack and then center the content. Add 16-point spacing. Give the card light gray around it. Make the avatar 100 points and clip it to a circle. Add a shadow to but there's a lot over here. And then you can get to work. And this is really important. You're not just going to consume the information. You actually need to type it out. You actually need to try it out. You actually need to fail and then learn from your failures. Of course, I'm not going to do this in this short tutorial, but this is how you would approach learning about one of the topics. Now, let's just do another way of learning. This is prompt number 4, and I'm just going to paste it in and walk you through it. So here's my code. My VStack isn't aligning properly. What might be doing wrong? Paste broken code for real debug in help. VStack, we have this VStack, and let's just see what's going on over here. Let's see how ChatGPT will answer my issue. And I have an issue. It's not a bug actually. It's an issue that I have with my code. Let's just see. When you slap a fixed frame on your VStack, then stick a single spacer in there. So why it's misaligned? We have this frame. Indeed, a single spacer inside the container, alone spacer expands to fill. Yes, that's exactly. And let's see the fix. Let me just see. Yeah, no pushing. That might be a fix. I believe that. Let's see. Your spacer is doing exactly its job, filling all the exact spaces that fix the box. Decide where you want that extra space. Remove the spacer, add 2 of them, or give your text some padding. Yeah, I believe that should be it. Now, I think my initial issue here was that we actually need to remove the frame, but I did not specify that I actually not care about the width and height. So most probably that's why it's given me the spacer solution for this. But again, it makes you think of how things work. It's not going to just spit out some code. And finally, our final tip for today, it is just quizzing yourself. So quiz me on VStack. Give me 3 multiple choice questions. Wait for me to answer and only then give me the correct answer and explain it to me. So yeah, just want ChatGPT to wait for your answer before explaining it. It just has a tendency to just simply just explain it automatically. So in a VStack, what does the spacer do by default? It even distributes all sibling view sizes. So yeah, you just go through it and just give your answers. And then it will just give you the correct answer and why that is the correct answer. So that's my last step. If you want even more, go ahead and check out the link in the description for a huge discount on SwiftUI Prompt Camp.